110 years ago, the Lincoln Highway opened as the first cross-country paved roadway, and Pritchard companies started their journey in automobiles. Join us as we celebrate and kick things off in Clinton, Iowa. Something you might not have known is that the Lincoln Highway was opened to create the idea of family road trips. And that's really meaningful to us because our family loved to take road trips when we were growing up. As the sun rises, we're going to start the day here on the east side of the state and travel the whole journey of the Lincoln Highway across the beautiful state, concluding on the west side. Today, not only are we going to show off the charging points along the Lincoln Highway, we're also going to show off a ton of fun product, just like this Ford Mach-E. So where's my baton? Come on, let's drive. So now we're in the Mach-E, testing out one of its coolest new features, the Blue Cruise technology, where I can literally go hands-free. This is one of the many things that innovation creates through electrification. Welcome to Clarence, our first stop for our first Fast Fact. Did you know that the towns and communities all along the Lincoln Highway love to show off their pride by putting these emblems in their monuments?
So I received the baton for the next journey of our EV expedition across the Lincoln Highway, celebrating 110 years. We're also passing the baton to the next generation of leadership so we can celebrate hopefully another 110 years of serving North Iowa and our customers across the country. The first leg of the trip, we were in a Ford Mach-E, which is an ultra cool sports car. We're driving the Ford Lightning, which is a great product. Ford F-150, America's #1 seller. Unbelievable response as far as acceleration. We've been driving in very cold, windy conditions. We still have over 60% range, and we're over halfway between Cedar Rapids and Ames. A fast fact, these posts were installed all along the route. This one happened to be by an Eagle Scout, and it was built in 1920. And you can follow the Lincoln Highway and find these posts erected all across the state. We're carrying precious cargo, my wife and my daughter Angela. It doesn't get much more precious unless you bring our grandkids in here. So we just finished this leg of the trip. We're in beautiful Ames, Iowa, the home of the Iowa State University Cyclone. It concludes our family portion of the trip. We're passing the baton to our employees who are an extension of our family, and we can't be what we are without everyone's help. So
appreciate it,
good
Joe.
luck with
Thank
the rest
you.
of the trip.
Thank you.
And enjoy.
Appreciate it, Joe. Thank you. This Chevy Bolt specifically is designed for city driving. And what better place to show this off than Ames, Iowa, home of what Joe said, the Iowa State Cyclones. Right now, this would be perfect for any sort of college driving to get around campus, get around the city for an easy cruise. Talked about 250 miles to empty. My leg of the journey right now is going from Ames, Iowa, all the way over to Carroll, Iowa. That's about 100 miles away, which this Chevy Bolt right here has about 250 miles of range. So that's gonna get me there with plenty of battery to spare. We got lots of beautiful road ahead. Let's bolt. Fast fact. The Lincoln Highway is actually named after President Lincoln, and you can actually stand next to this life-size statue of Abraham Lincoln here in Jefferson. This statue was built in 1918, and it was the first built along the Lincoln Way. So as I mentioned, we're currently driving the Chevy Bolt right now, and this vehicle has all the same features you know and love from your normal compact car. It has your basic climate control, 2 heads-up displays, and even Apple CarPlay. It just comes in an affordable EV package. So I just made it to my destination. Now I'm about to pass the baton from one extended family to the other.
That's right, one member of the extended Pritchard family, now with the family, and on this final leg of this journey, we're going to use a vehicle that is great for big families. As we wrap up the historic innovation relay with this final leg to the Missouri River, we will be riding in a Chrysler Pacifica. This is an EV, but it's a hybrid as well, and it will run on gas, but it also plugs in, and we just topped it off for this final leg of the journey all the way to the Missouri River. Here's your final fast fact of this journey. Back in 1919, the U.S. Army did something very similar to what we are doing. They did the entire route along the Lincoln Highway, coast to coast, with a variety of vehicles to make sure that it was up to the standards they needed it to be. So when you're out on the open road in a Chrysler Pacifica hybrid, you get the benefits of the EV technology without the range anxiety. The way that works is the EV really kicks in and it helps to extend the miles per gallon that you would normally get from a minivan. And we have done it. The Pritchard's Historic Innovation Relay has come to an end. We were up with the sun and we wrapped up with the sunset. We started at the Mississippi River, ended at the Missouri, and all along traveled the Lincoln Highway across the state of Iowa to celebrate its 110th anniversary. So happy birthday to the highway and happy anniversary to Pritchard Companies. This baton began with a Pritchard. Bill handed this off to start this relay. It's only fitting that we pass it back to the family at this point and hand it off to Generation 6. With that, there's only one thing left to do. We got to cross the finish line.
What's your plan for today?
To film this and then hit the road.
I'm not gonna let you guys do that.
Okay.
I'm just messing with you. Your whole,
You did that.
your whole